this is the drama hour. So I should say this as well. The storyteller will be back next week, and the season of summer festivals is sort of coming to an end. I think he'll be more regular through September and the winter. That's my expectation. The other thing to mention is that it's the @ sign and This City Centre is the way to find that project on Twitter, and I think we should also start launching Southwest Music Awards 2013, because we had a little @ sign SWMA 12, and I think it's time to start launching the 13. So that's the other thing I want to go on about. What we do know is that Olive DeVille will be performing at the Southwest Music Awards, and this is a track that I found on YouTube about Washboard Sam.
Washboard Sam was a mighty man in rock and roll music with a washboard band. Washboard Sam, keep jumping in the corner, yes ma'am. All the people came around here for miles, but he couldn't get a job with a washboard mobile. Yeah. Washboard Sam, keep jumping in the corner, yes ma'am. All the people stop and see Washboard Sam, boy keeps coming here for miles around. Can't stand still, just stomping their feet, cause he wants to rear the washboard beat. Late one night came a crash boom band, causing a disturbance towards the Washboard Sam. Washboard Sam, keep jumping in the corner, yes ma'am. Corner, yes ma'am. All the people stop and see Washboard Sam, boy keep them from miles around. Can't stand still, just stomping their feet, cause they keep them jumping with a washboard beat. Late one night, came a crash boom band, causing a disturbance towards Washboard Sam. Yeah. Washboard Sam, keep jumping in the corner, yes ma'am.
So Olive DeVille will be at the Southwest Music Awards, and we're going to go star SWMA 13. Is it star? I think that's it, or @ I don't know what the @ is. We'll put some links on the Facebook page. I think by the end of the Wild Show, which this probably now is, we'll have all the computer stuff working, and we'll put some links onto the Facebook page. JD has now arrived.
Good morning, sir.
You've had a couple of weeks off, JD.
Yeah.
and from your Facebook postings, you've got a bit lost as to where you are.
Yes, I was just trying to ask people where I am, and I haven't got my phone. Yeah.
Just say a bit more.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah. You have.
I'm not hearing myself. Okay. Yeah. I had a couple of weeks off. I'd inspired to take my brother anywhere he wanted me to go, and it was anywhere. And I think 90% of them were the coffee shops.
well,
so I've got to know a bit more about South Devon and the coffee shop department. So you can ask me a question on that any day.
Well, it fits in with this city centre, I think, because it could be anywhere. Like Volcott did a show previously at RAM about any high street.
Yeah.
And people have been sending in photos to the website from windows in any city.
I took time out yesterday.
Yes.
And I went and sat in front of those big screens,
in RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sat there and I was contemplating what I'm watching, and it's rather relaxing, really. Just watching images of what.
So you didn't get a stiff neck. It wasn't too high. It wasn't too high for you.
No. I could see it. You know, so it was good to see other people's reactions to it when they were walking past.
Yes.
You know, on the top gallery bit.
Yes.
Some of them looked at in amazement, and some of them just walked straight past it.
So did you put the headphones on? Did you get the sound?
No, I didn't put the headphones on. No, I didn't venture down that road. That's too much. That would wake me up.
Yes, but you see, this is what concerns me a bit, that people aren't getting the full effect of it, and also why I think maybe putting it on a backlit screen somewhere, or television or YouTube, or just making it a bit less mysterious would be possible.
They could put it next to where the seat was, and then people would actually sit down and listen to it.
Just a little television down there.
Television, or even the headphones, you know, where they'd move that onto the other side where the seat was. I'm sure a lot of people will sit down and watch it.
So when you say you looked at people passing by, did many people put their headphones on?
So one person had headphones on when I arrived, but not very long. I had a little listen to it, but it was you can't actually see what's happening. If you go and get it's like a cinema effect, I think, where you sit in front of a screen, you hear the sound and the visual.
Yes, well, this is what also is happening, I think, with the short films that are available. There's some short films linked to it,
yeah,
and they are on Vimeo sometimes, and they're also in different centres. So, like in the Phoenix, in the media centre, the Imaginary Lounge, just outside the office there.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I don't think they've got sound there. So I think the Gloss Art Gallery is a good place to see it, because they've got a backlit screen and they've got sound. So it's quite straightforward, but I do think YouTube might help, something that's a bit obvious, but maybe that's not the effect they want. I'm not sure.
No, perhaps they just want a down to earth sort of an effect of it. But I think if they had radio headphones where you could go and sit down somewhere and watch it, because you couldn't. You stand there and you're sort of you pull out any further, you get sort of throttled by the cables. So it wasn't an enjoyment to go into. You see. That's my personal view anyway. The
QR code that's there.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to rely on Chris, because as he might mention to us, he has got an iPhone, a very wonderful advanced phone, much better than our telephones that we have, which are good for making phone calls, JD. But we don't have the advanced features, do we?
No. You saw the little thing I put on Facebook all about phones and the distractions they are for life, which you were talking about not long ago on one of your rants of life.
Yes, they are a distraction.
Yeah.
And also, are they totally necessary? Because if we just knew where the sound or whatever could be found, if it was straightforward, maybe we could find it more easily. That's
excitement, I think.
You think it's excitement?
Excitement where you take a website and you go home,
yep,
and you put your computer on, especially to look at it.
Yes.
And then you close your computer down. Done it. Move on.
Yes.
Whereas with a phone, you see, you instant, to watch it. And that's what people want. They want things now, not, 4 hours down the line.
And they want their phone on all the time?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're constantly plugged into Facebook and those sort of media things, which I think in a way is rather sad. So somebody posted something on Facebook, which some coffee shop had a little sign that says, "We don't have Wi-Fi, just torture people." And I thought, that is great.
That is great.
Yes, I think we're encouraging the whole spectrum of being plugged in 24/7.
Yes. Well, I would say to record it somehow and send it to us.
Well, you can record it, and you
send us a link on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
This is the Wild Show, by the way, on Phonic FM 106.8, and we do have a Facebook page. So send us a link to your MP3, however you created it, and if it roughly relates to this city centre, it'll fit into those discussions as well. So, JD, you see, I think I'm in favour of all this QR codes and sophisticated phones and so forth, but I also do sit at home with my desktop, and I'd quite like to be able to to find it, to find all this stuff just with a URL. What I think Chris is arriving, so I'm going to put a track on just while he comes in.
Mm-hmm.
This is one I forgot to play earlier, and Chris has now arrived.
Hello, Will.
Good to see you, Chris.
And you.
It's also very good to see your iPhone. You've got the kit we really need.
Tremendous.
We were going on about whether this city centre is as hard to find as it needs to be, or vice versa. And here you are. You have got the iPhone, and you can read QR codes.
I can.
You deciphered the one in the RAM that leads to the files on. I'm going to mention it. CD Baby. If you go to CD Baby and search on Blind Ditch, you will find the same information. Several tracks costing 99 cents each, and we want to know now what happens when you use the QR codes with the map. So, Chris, the map is in front of you.
Yeah.
Does it make any sense? Do you recognise it?
It's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'll just have to install my QR app, so...
The map's available. This one came from the Phoenix box office.
Okay, tell them about...
It costs £2, and you can also get them at the RAM, the desk at the back that you come in from the garden. And I think the bike shed is going to have some. And also the Gloss Art Gallery, just off Southernhay. So how are you doing, Chris? See, okay, this is the map. We will come back to it on future shows or through September, I guess, because just installing the correct app is taking a little while here. Maybe.
I'm good at this.
Well, okay. I think I'm going to play some music. This is Phonic FM 106.8, and Chris, I believe you've actually found a photograph.
I have.
So how easy was it?
It was very easy. I just hovered my phone over it, and I've just done one whilst we've been talking.
So, bearing in mind this is radio, say a little bit about the photo.
I can't, it's small. It's a video.
A video?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
I could play it, but that won't do.
No. So, anyway, what all we can say is that it does work.
Yeah.
Of the three of us, one of us has got an iPhone. So
superior phone, though I do have to say other phones are available.
So I suppose over the next month or so we could follow the map. Do you recognise the map? Does it sort of make sense as a map?
It's a piece of paper.
Yeah. But
he's quick off the mark.
Do you think you're in Exeter when you look at it?
I don't. I think I'm in Neverland. Well, not to me. From an outside of Exeter, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't identify as that. It says this is the city centre, but it doesn't remind me of the city centre, apart from the picture of the cathedral.
So you recognise the cathedral? You'd have to go to the cathedral and then see if the rest of it made any...
I had to look for it, though.
Oh.
Yeah, so it wasn't...
No.
A photograph...
They're not being very obvious, are they? Maybe
No.
it's all intended that way, that we have to work at it, but...
Yeah.
I think we can find a few cheats. I don't mind on this show just explaining what we can. What do you think? I think radio's more obvious, really.
Obvious, yeah. Oh, he's trying it again.
So I think he's getting lost. But anyway,
He's lost.
I'm going to declare an end now to my introductory phase. I'm going to say that Chris is about to arrive officially.
Okay.
And so I shall play the music.
Stand back.
And by the time it finishes, I will have mysteriously moved to the other side of the studio, and the wild show will be back to normal.